Another pre-season report here on AFL.com.au. We are at the new Windy Hill, the Bombers' new home near Melbourne Airport. Callum Toomey is with me. He covers the Bombers for us, and the surface looks pretty good. This is one of the first times the boys have been training out here. They've been training out here for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, they come back after Christmas, Matt, and it's soft, it's green, it's lush, it's really good surface, and I think the players are pretty excited to be at a ground and facility that suits AFL standards.
Now, they're wearing some different colours, the Bombers, during this pre-season. They also look a bit different, a lot leaner.
Across the board, definitely a big change from last year where they bulked up and made a real emphasis to put on some strength and muscle. Michael Hurley's the standout there. Looks leaner, looks fitter after wrist surgery, and I think we'll see a bit of more running game from him next year.
All right, we've been talking to the captain, Jobe Watson, about that.
Yeah, I think that a few guys have been sort of conscious about getting a bit lighter, and as the game's sort of moving a little bit more into endurance sort of style. But we've been the most pleasing thing has been the numbers that we have training at the moment. I think there's maybe one or two guys who aren't able to complete it, and even they're only a few weeks away. So just to be able to get the work into such a large majority of the group has probably been the biggest difference from 12 months ago.
Yeah, that's a real different story to 12 months ago, isn't it?
Yeah, it just means that the work that guys they're not coming in underdone or trying to catch up, and when you're trying to catch up, it means that you're pushing harder, and that can lead to some injuries that we did have 12 months ago. But to be able to get the work into the guys that we have just means that you can really set your platform up, and it gives you some I suppose a bit of a safety net.
Now, a bit of an injury concern this pre-season. There aren't many of them, but Scott Gumbleton is one. He's been spotted briefly here today.
It's a pretty fit group at the moment. Scott obviously did a minor hamstring at the start of December, missed a couple of weeks at the end of their program before Christmas, came back last week, put up a little bit sore, and is just on a modified program at the moment. I expect him back in the next couple of weeks.
Now, of course, all Bombers fans are tracking the progress of the big recruit, Brendan Goddard. We spoke to Jobe Watson about what he is adding to the Bombers' leadership.
The professionalism that he brings, the standards that he sets, and he knows what it takes to be a really elite player. And I think that the way he's not only conducting himself, but he's also feeding that through to the younger guys. They realise and they see what he does, and they aspire to be at the same level that he is.
So Goddard's certainly going to add a lot both on and off the field.
Particularly on, I think. His presence off the field, obviously, his great leadership, voice and presence, but on the field he helped Jobe, helped Brent Stanton, helped David Zaharakis, and help a midfield brigade that needs to be bolstered if the Bombers are going to take the next step in 2013.
Now, the Bombers are first up in the NAB Cup, which means I guess they have less time to prepare, but Jobe was talking about that in terms of the way they're going to manage the players through the pre-season.
Yeah, and it seems like the senior players will get a fair run there because they need to be ready for that first game, round one, Adelaide at AAMI Stadium.
All right, Cal, thank you very much for that. That is our pre-season report from here at the Bombers.